I want you to stop negotiating with alcohol. Rather, start to decide what you want in your life. Start to become the man that you want to be. You no longer need to wake up in the morning. I used to say to myself every fucking morning, today I'm not going to drink. Today I'm going to be something different. Today I'm going to do something different. And ultimately that negotiation broke down because alcohol won. You don't need to negotiate with alcohol. You need to raise your standards. You need to become the man that you're proud of, and you need to do things in order to have things and become the man that you want to be. You don't negotiate. If you negotiate, today if I do this X, Y, and Z, I won't drink, blah, blah, blah. That's coming from a position of weakness. If you're in power, if you're in control, you don't negotiate. You say, I don't fucking drink. Look at the drink, throw it out and say, move on. And sometimes we get weak. Sometimes we forget that we're in control, that we have the power play. We are the master of our destiny, not the alcohol. And why is that? Because sometimes it's easier to give our power over to a little bottle of misery rather than take back our power, take back control of our lives and become who we always fucking wanted to be. Because it's easier to do nothing than it is to change. It's easier to give up than fight back. It's easier to lie down instead of rise up. But do you want to live your life fucking on your knees? Do you want to live your life half-lived? Do you want to live the life that you fucking promised yourself you never would? I know that's not what I want to do. I did that for most of my fucking adult life. Every day I was negotiating with something that I fucking controlled. I was negotiating with my weakness instead of fucking saying, I'm in control, stop being a bitch, fucking rise up and do something different. And you think you think, what would he know? I can tell you, without a shadow of doubt, my drinking was probably on the extreme end. The chance of me becoming sober, the chance of me not drinking anymore was very fucking low. And the reality is, many men succumb to the weakness. Many men give up. Many men give in. But if you're listening to me, you have a choice. And many people hear my message and they think, well, what the fuck would you know? Like I said, I drank every fucking day for 20 years. I had a stroke. So I was in hospital for 6 months or something, recovering from the stroke. I lost my health. I was fat. I was overweight. I was miserable. I fucking did a job that I hated. I went to work every day, hungover, spewing up, wishing that I could do something different, not knowing that I was in control, not knowing that I had power, not knowing that I could choose something different for myself. And the truth is, you can choose something different. You don't have to negotiate. You are in control. The only negotiation is, do you drink or not drink? You don't have to negotiate with alcohol. You don't have to say, if I do this, X, Y, and Z, and all these fucking crazy fucking, little mental gymnastics that we play on ourselves. The only gymnastics that you have to play is, do you fucking rise up or lie down? And if you want to lie down today, that's okay. I don't judge you, because I was you for many years. But I don't drink. I don't recommend drinking. But I understand why people do it, because it's easier. But real men don't take the easy path. Real men don't fucking lie down and fucking take it. Real men stand up and fucking fight. Real men take control of their lives, make control of their choices and fucking do something different. You can say, oh, but I'm addicted. Yeah, fucking right you are. It's an addictive substance. Yeah, I can't stop because I will get sick. Yeah, you will get fucking sick. I remember that, like, when I went to detox, I was seeing ghosts. There was ghosts walking in my room. Spiders fucking crawling all over me. There was spiders on the roof. It was fucking hell. Did I have a choice to go through that fucking misery? No. The only choice that I had to make before that is, am I going to drink today or am I not? And if you're physically addicted, you're going to go through fucking some problems. But there's physical things that they can do to make that possible for you, which is like go to the detox and stuff like that. But that can only get you so far, because a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people, once they go through the detox and they are physically no longer dependent on alcohol, they go back to the negotiation. They go back to the weak position. They go back to saying, well, I'm cured. I can drink now. And then they find out very quickly that alcohol is an addictive substance and it ultimately wants to destroy you. And the more that you drink, the more you'll get destroyed. So you actually have to make a choice. Do you negotiate from weakness, or do you rise up in power? Do you negotiate with something that you're in control of, or do you say fuck you and move on? And that's not to say that you can never drink again, because I remember, when you go to meetings and stuff and they're like, oh, it's been 375 million days and I know I've not had a drink, and you think, yeah, bullshit. But I don't care. I don't have my sobriety as a medal of honour. And that's not to say that I'm not proud of not drinking. I know that I can drink right now. And if I was to be having that number as my hope and joy and all that, my whole world around that 375 million days, and it'd all be over with one drink. No, it's not over. It's only over when you start negotiating again. It's only over when you give alcohol back that power that you have. So to say that, I'll never drink again, that would be lying. To say that I want to drink again, I can tell you that I don't want to drink again. But I don't know if I will or won't. But I don't have to worry about that. And that's what I'm talking about. It's not about me trying to justify if I'm drinking or not. I don't drink. But it's about saying, you've got to look at the bigger picture. You've got to look at whether or not you're living in alignment with the life that you want to be, the man that you want to be. It's not about not drinking, because that's only a small part of life. And if you focus your whole existence around fighting against something that you don't want to do, you'll do it again. But if you start to focus on building a life that is not compatible with getting pissed every day, it's a lot easier to not get pissed when you're moving towards the life that you want to live, rather than running away from the substance that you don't want to consume. And that's the big difference. And that is how you do it. One decision, one choice. And one day at a time. Because that's how it's done. Over and over and over again, you wake up. You decide, what do you want? Why do you want it? How are you going to get there, and who do you need to be to create that life, to create the things that you want in your life? And you do that over and over and over again, every day, making the right choices to get that for yourself. And it can be difficult. And like I said, initially, it is really difficult, but you don't have to negotiate. You start to decide what you want, take the right actions, and become the man that you've ultimately wanted to be. My name's Jason. I'm from Kick the Piss.